is Dr. Lavaca from Impact Dental Laboratory, and one of the things we utilize to get a base shade in our practice is the Trios. We can take the shade from the Trios scan by scanning the tooth, and then that goes directly to the laboratory procedures. But if we're looking for sometimes something a little more specific, or if we have to go back to an analog impression, similar when there is a scan body that doesn't have a size for like a 3.0 implant of a BioHorizon or a 3.0 implant for a Nobel Active, we will use our Vita Shade Right to get the shade of the tooth. There are several things we have to do with the Vita Shade Right to get it calibrated first. So come on into Impact Dental Lab and I'll show you what we have to do to get it ready to go. So the Vita Easy Shade is in its holder and it's charging. Typically we leave it on the base so that everyone seems to know where it is. What we're going to do first is take it off the base, and typically you'll see underneath it that it needs to be calibrated. In order for the Vita Shade, Easy Shade to be calibrated, it must be placed in the holder in a vertical position. You'll see the light come on, and then the light will blink 3 times to calibrate the unit to the color within the teeth. So now when you look underneath it, you should have a area that demonstrates to you that it is ready to go. Typically, rally over to the 3 indicator that has 3 spots in it. That'll allow for us to get the shade in the cervical, the middle, and the incisal of the tooth. It'll then be demonstrated on the Vita Shade Right. So what we're going to do is demonstrate this on a patient. Come on in, let's take a peek. You can show. Coming down in, come on into the operatory. Okay, so when you initially start, you should see the Vita Shade Right should be on the cervical with one of the dots, and then we're going to come over to the tooth. And then what we're going to do is place the Vita Shade Right in the cervical, the middle, and the incisal of the tooth. And what that'll do, that'll give us an accurate reading of what the shade should be. And that's our base shade, but we'll also do some photography of the tooth so that our laboratory technician can match the tooth identity. Once again, I utilize the Vita Easy Shade as a base color for the laboratory technicians to start with. Thank you. Take a look at our final crown coming up soon.